Hello everyone, my name is Syed Ashar and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Today we are going to make this dress. We are going to make pattern and we are also going to stitch it. And this is the fabric that I have received for this dress. It is a nice fabric. I think it will come out good. Okay. So again, this will be a complete video of pattern development as well as stitching. So first we are going to create pattern for this particular dress, and we are actually going to use a torso pattern, a basic torso pattern to derive this design. So first we have to write down the measurements of our client. Okay. So neck we have 14 inches, shoulder is 16 inches, chest is 36 inches, waist is 31 inches, hip is 39 inches, and okay, that's all. Across front and across back, that is important for me. Across front is 13.5 inches, across back is 14.5 inches. Now total length of this dress will be 36 inches. Okay. Now one thing is about sleeves. Now they have provided a very little fabric for this dress. It is not sufficient enough to make a complete garment. So it is possible that we won't be able to make this kind of sleeve. So we will see if we can we can save some fabric and then we can make this sleeve, then it will be okay, we will make it. Otherwise there will be some changes in the sleeve after at the end as per the available fabric, available fabric. So these are the measurements and the total length, everything is fine. Okay, so now we are going to start. We are going to trace this pattern. Now before tracing we will just check if all the measurements are coming right or not. Okay, so we will see the chest is 9.5 inches in the front, and total it is coming around 37.5 inches. So 37.5 inches. Chest of client is 36 inches, and it is coming 37.5. So we have 1.5 inches more, but we actually need to increase this by at least 0.5 inches more, plus 0.5 inches, because we will keep at least 2 inches. Now this garment is already loose, so we have to see that. Okay, we'll see the waist part, and in waist part we are going to exclude these darts. Okay, so we'll just mark it later on when we will trace. And last thing is hip. Hip is I think also fine, 10 inches, and back is also I guess 10 inches, so it is all around 40 inches of waist. Client's 40 inches of hip, client's hip is 39 inches, so we already have 1 inch more, okay, plus 1 inch extra. Further we are going to make an A line dress, so hip will automatically be increased. So all these things we will work at. So we will first trace this part. Okay, I am going to trace it using a red pen or the black pen only, and will mark all the alterations using the red pen. Total length is 36 inches, so I will mark it according to that only. I will take half inch more. Okay. So let's start. Okay, first of all, you have to mark all these points, waist point, these start points, apex point, everything. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Now we will first understand what changes are we are going to make on this torso length. So there is a whole difference between a torso length of a model and a torso length of a normal person, normal woman in India. If you see it closely, the torso length of a model is always longer, and the torso length, the upper torso length, I mean HSP, highest shoulder point to waist, this measurement of a model is always longer, and this measurement of a normal person is shorter than a model. So when we make a pattern, we actually make pattern always as per the the general pattern from the chart measurements. We make it as per the model, okay, or as per the US size chart, and the US size chart we have longer torso. So when we are making a garment for an Indian person, we have to adjust this torso length. So if we will just trace this waist part over here and we will make the complete garment like this, what will happen? The fabric will accumulate on the upper part, because from waist it won't go down further because of the hip part. So we have to shift this waist line up. So in this case I am going to shift the waist line by 1 inches up. Okay, this will be my waistline. Okay, I am not going to mark any darts because we are going to exclude these. Okay, because in this garment we don't have any dart. Okay. Okay, so let's start with the alterations now. Okay. First thing is shoulder. Shoulder is 16 inches. So we'll just put it like this. 16 means 8 inches. Okay. And further I will add one block extra because this has some loose shoulders. So this comes over here. We are just going to extend our shoulder line to that part. Okay, and this will be second thing is across front. Across front is 13.5 inches, and that will be 6 inches, 6 blocks. So let's take 2 blocks more on this as well for ease, or a little bit more. So this point, and now further what we have to do, we have to, okay, we have to mark the chest. Now let's say chest is, on the chest we had 1.5 inches ease already we had, and we had to mark half inch more. So in order to mark half inch more, we have to only increase one block over here. Okay, only one block. Okay. These are the measurements done, and let's make the armhole. Now in this case you can already see that we have a very small armhole. So this is what I have made. Now we are going to increase the armhole. I am going to increase the armhole by 1 inch. Okay, 1 inch, and I am going to redraw the armhole. Okay, and over here I will mark the one block that I marked over here. So this is going to be removed, and this is my final point. Okay, now coming to the waist part. Waist is 31 inches. Okay, client's waist is 31 inches, body measurement. In this we are going to provide some loosing, and we are going to keep it a little loose garment on the waist, so that when we tie the rope it looks nice, the gathers comes up. So let's say we are going to add 2.5 inches more. So adding 2.5 inches, we get 31, 32, 33, 33.5 inches. 33.5 inches. So this is it. Okay, we'll divide that by 4 and we are going to mark it. This is coming about 8 inches, 3 blocks, and we'll just mark it over here. Okay, on this part. We are not going to use this waist part. Okay, now we have to join this with this. Now how we are going to join it, we'll see that. We will cut this part. We'll close this dart, and now we will join from this point to this point. Okay. I will use this tracing wheel on the dart area. This is it. Now around 8 inches from the waist we have the hip part. Okay. Okay. Now we have to decide about what A line we are going to provide. Now this is a tricky thing because we don't have sufficient fabric. Okay. So I have to, right now I will just put it something, and it may be changed after, or after, after we while we trace on the fabric. So right now I'm keeping it as, so right now I'm keeping it as 4.5 inches, and this 4.5 inches is going to be joined from this part of waist. Okay, so let's see how what we are getting on the hip part. Hip, the intersection is coming around here, right? Let's measure the hip. It is coming around, right? Okay, so this is about 21. This is 42.5 inches as per this. 42.5 inches. Client's waist is 39. 40, 41, 42. We have extra 3.5 inches, and that is fine. Okay, that will work. Okay, this is it. We are done on the sides. Now we have to work on this placket area. Okay, so requirement of client is 8 inches deep. We have to also create this small placket as well. So let's see, we have to broaden the neckline a little bit, like I'm just going 6 blocks inside, and from here we have to take 8 inches depth, only this much. Now this is going to change the design a lot, and we'll see. Okay, we'll just make a rough first. Okay, I think this is fine, although it is very much less from the design, but what can be done. Okay.
So let's first cut the front part now. We'll just blend nicely on this corner.
Okay, that's it. Now we'll finalize the back part also. Okay, just trace the back part. Again, I am not marking the waistline. Is the previous waistline that is going to be changed. I am increasing the way I have increased the armhole on the front. We are going to increase armhole on the back as well, and we are going to mark all those extensions like of the shoulder we have extended around 3 blocks, that we have to extend over here as well. Okay, we'll also check the across back. Across back is 14.5 inches, and that will be 7 inches 2 blocks, right? So 7 inches 2 blocks is coming over here. We will give 2 blocks or 2.5 blocks of ease the way we have given it on the front, and it will come over here, and that's it. We will now draw the armhole. Okay, over here we had extended 1 block on the front that we have to provide. Okay, now we will just trace our front part only to get the shaping of the back part. So how we are going to do, we are just going to mark, match the waist part like this, the waistline. See, matched with the back, and we will just trace it. Okay, I think chest is coming a little broader, wider. We'll just recheck it. Ten inches. Yeah. So we'll just blend it with this part only that we have extended of one block like this. Okay. So again back pattern is also ready. This will be our waist line. Okay. No darts are required. Let's cut this also. Again on the neckline part, yes, the neckline part we have to also adjust. We'll just match the shoulder line and mark it here. Okay, and we are going to make a new neckline. We'll just blend it. Okay, that's all. Because we have a collar on the back area, and we'll make that. Let's cut this. Now we have to, blend the hem area. This part. So what I am doing, I am just matching both the side seams like this, and see, if we join it like this, a corner will be forming. So we have to blend this area. This will be good. Or have I done too much? So now we are done with our pattern. Okay, let's remember, this is not the waistline, this is not the waistline. Let's now trace this on our fabric. So I am going to cut it separately because pattern is different for front, because pattern is different for front and back. Okay, I will just keep about 1.5 inches of allowance on the side as well. So as I told you, we can even increase, the A line area. Taking 1.5 inches on the sides, and over here I will extend our A line a little bit. I think only by half an inch, because we have fabric that much we can extend. Okay, here it is, armhole. Bismillah. So handle it with very care, because these are huge holes, huge gaps. If we stretch it, it will be disshaped. I will just carefully roll it and keep it aside. Let's cut the front part now. So fabric is unidirectional. I can cut from this side and this side as well. So I think I will, now rotate the front pattern so that it will save a little bit of fabric. Yeah. Okay, sorry, can't do this because we need this area to be in the hem only. So can't save the fabric. Sorry. In this section, I think I am not going to, in this section, I will leave the neckline for later. I won't cut it right now because it is possible if I cut it, it will, expand. So I will just keep it like this only, and when we will be stitching, then we'll, keep our pattern and then we'll mark all those things. I'm keeping this dart because it is as per the client's body type and it is important. If I remove this, then a huge bulge will be created on the armhole level. Not, it is 1.5 inches, sorry. Again, front is also done. We'll just roll it. And after this, first thing we are going to do is we are going to put lining at the back of these panels. We'll see if sleeve is possible. No, still it is not possible because this part we need in the hem, and I don't think so we will be able to make that sleeve. But we'll you know put our mind on this later. First, let's secure that uh, those panels. Okay. Now, for different fabric, different kind of fabric, we take different measures. Different techniques. In this, we are going to use something different. I will paste the lining on this sleeve, panel. See, the neckline is increasing. So, be very gentle with these kind of fabrics. Okay, I have, now I will paste my lining over the edges, and after pasting I am going to cut it, not right now.
Safe and secure, nicely done. Now we can, cut this.
This way my neckline is secured. It is possible while stitching I may stretch any part, but if I paste it like this, it is sure that no area has been stretched. I will also provide a stitch line all around so that you know it is more secure. Lower end, yani hem part will be reshaped later on for the lining. Okay, now we will do same with the other remaining panel. Okay. So let's move to the stitching now. तो सबसे पहले क्या करेंगे कि ये जो हेम है इसको हम लोग फोल्ड करके फिनिश कर लेते हैं. ओके, ये वाला जो हेम पार्ट है थोड़ा थोड़ा इसको हटाना पड़ेगा और अंदर की तरफ ही इसको फोल्ड करेंगे, मतलब लाइनिंग की ही तरफ. So we will just fold it about 1 inch, that's all. Okay, we'll do same with another panel also. Now we have to stitch it all around. Okay. I have actually already stitched all the parts. So I'm just stitching the remaining areas that I have left. Okay, that's all. Now we'll go to the iron table and we are going to work on the neckline. Okay. Let us first see the condition of our panels, because I am sure it is not what I have you know left it. See, everything has shifted. This happens with these kind of lace kind of fabrics. This actually happens, so that's not a big deal. It will adjust as per the body. See, over here it should have been only half inch, but it is almost 1 inch. We have to trim it and remove it while putting sleeves. Yeah, before putting sleeves. Okay, so this is our neckline area. Over here we have to mark it, cut it, and then paste it first. We will leave half inch for seam allowance. So this is the waist area. Okay, so the placket will come till here. Well, it is going to be really difficult if I cut this, but I have no other option right now. Bismillah. This is it. I will make sure I paste it right now. Okay. Now we have more half inch allowance over here. So when we are going to make the placket, it will be neckline will be a half inch deep. Now this will secure my fabrics okay. Let's mark the center front with the help of iron. Okay, and the length till where we want to make the placket. I think this is fine up till here. Up till here I will make the placket, so we have to even cut this part as well, but we will cut it afterwards when we put the placket. Now placket we are going to make using this fabric only. This is thin fabric and it will work nicely. Let's see if it covers all of it. Yes, it does covers all of it over here. So we want whatever fabric is required we are going to keep, and we are going to remove rest of it. So this is the length that is required. Yep. And okay, this fabric covers all the part and I think this is fine. Now I'm going to fuse this part. Okay. Okay, let's make the pattern of our fold. Okay, I will make a complete pattern. This is not for me, we need a bigger paper. This is about 1.5 inches. I am simply going to double this paper. Fuse this properly. Let's place it like this, and remove the extra areas. So this is how we are going to use this pattern as a die, and we are going to fold the edges very clean. We remove this. Now again iron it nicely. We'll bring the front. And what we have to do, we are just going to keep it like this, and we are going to stitch it. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a straight stitch line over here so that it holds properly. Just make a nice line on the center front. Use 4 number of stitch length, 4 or 5. Okay. Let's come here. Put your facing part. No, we'll just get the center of it first. Okay. Now match the center line with the line we just stitch line we just gave, and then spread it nicely. Okay. I'm going to paste it on the sides. Place it back. Okay, so this is now done. Okay, now what we need to do, we need to start stitching at 1/2 inch allowance over here, and then we will just go like this and come back. For my ease, I am going to mark pencil lines. I will check the depth of neckline. Yep, fine. Okay, till this it is it is not, till here it is easy, but after this it is difficult because these fabrics are not very friendly fabrics. So I have to stitch it till here. Okay, and with a very slight gap. Okay, so I will try to okay, let's move on the stitching part. So what I'm doing right now, I'm going to secure this part right now with this stitch line first, and then we are going to stitch further. Let's start. Okay, what I am going to do, I am going to reduce the stitch length to about 1.5 only, because these are just satin weaves embroidered, and if the stitch length is too big, after cutting it may come out, it may fray out. So use very small stitch length. And I will rotate it, and I am going to put, I think I should a bit will go a bit longer. This much is fine, and we'll go one stitch like this and a half stitch more. Okay, and we'll continue from here. Let's see how it came out. Okay, the most difficult part, we have to cut this in the center. Okay, okay, done. Okay, I will you make sure we don't pull this much, because it may fray out. Till now it is good, it is in great condition. We'll remove all the extra allowances. Okay, we'll provide stay stitch. I think till here and till here. That is important. So जहाँ तक possible है, till the length it is possible, I am giving the stay stitch, because in the lower area we don't have fabric. Okay, it is just a pinch. Okay, now let's iron this properly. Okay, now this is complete. Now for the inside part, I am going to provide a different layer attached to this part. Okay, so the requirement is about 7 inches, 8, let's take it 8 or 8.5 inches. Okay, this time I am going to fuse it on this fabric. Okay, the length we required is this much only. I am not intending to, double fold this fabric. This will create a lot of bulge. I will just keep a single fabric like this. I will overlock all around, and then I will, put it there. Or I will just fold it at only one part, that is going to be in the center front part. Okay, rest I will just keep it as single as it is. Okay, so we'll keep about 2.5 inches, let's say, how much is required. Okay, okay. First I am going to, overlock all around, and I will keep it like this, and only that part which is, which will be seen if everything is, if the buttons are open. I am just going to fold it once like this, because this is a thick fabric, no, and if I make a double of it, then it will be very, uncomfortable in wearing. So let's do this. Overlock is done. We'll just fold on one side like this. I think we have to cut this much only. We'll mark the neck depth. Neck depth is 8 inches, so it is coming around here, and below neck depth we'll just keep 3 blocks more, and we'll just right now paste this area. Okay. Right now I'm not removing the extra part from below, because I don't know, while trial there might be some alteration. You have to close the neck a little more. Anything can happen, so I will just remove it afterwards. So for now I'm keeping it, and I am going to stitch it like this. Yep, a little more inside. Yep, this is good. Thoda sa will go a little more inside, so that it is perfect. Yes, this is fine. This is good. Okay. Yes, now our placket is ready, and okay, so we are done with the plackets. Now what we have to do, we have to join the shoulder lines from the back, and then sides and sleeves. This is the back part. In back, half inch will be extra in order to provide the collar at the back. We have a collar at the back. Yes. Okay. So let's stitch this one. over this part I prefer to provide provide a bias bond finish. Okay. We did forget one thing. We forgot to stitch the dart, so we will do it now. Okay, so everything is fine till now. Now turns come for the side seam. Okay. So we have 1.5 inches of sleeve of allowance. Okay, we are going to stitch it all. From waist I am going to go diagonal, so that at the end we don't have 1.5 inches of allowance. This will provide me a more flare, as well as there will be no more bulge visible on the lower ends. Okay, matched nicely. Okay, front and back are stitched now, and we are almost done with our dress. Okay, and we are going to provide a collar and the sleeves. Now what we have to do, we have to, I have put all the hooks and everything. What we have to do is we have to put the sleeves on. Okay, so we'll see how much fabric do we have, and we are going to work as per that only. So I think we are just going to put a simple bell sleeves, whatever the length we are able to get from this, we are going to put it as a bell sleeve, that's all. A half bell sleeve. And we don't have to put, lining on the sleeves. So this is it. Let's see our pattern. Okay. Okay, so let's see how much we are going to get. We have to keep this on the hem side, that is one issue. And okay, we are going to get this much. Yeah, this will work well. Okay. Okay, sleeves are ready now. We'll just attach it. This is going to be a difficult one, I'm sure, because this has already increased. See, this has drastically increased. Okay, let's see what we are going to do with this. Okay, one sleeve is attached perfectly. जितना लग रहा था कि नहीं मुश्किल होगा उतना मुश्किल हुआ नहीं है, आसानी से लग गया। ये दूसरी स्लीव भी लगा लें हम लोग। ओके सो ये हमारा टॉप रेडी है एंड इसमें बस पीछे से एक हल्का सा कॉलर लगाना है इस तरीके से। एंड वो कॉलर अब अनफॉर्चुनेटली हम इस वीडियो में इंक्लूड नहीं कर रहे हैं क्योंकि दिस विल बी टेकिंग अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम बिकॉज दिस इज़ फर्स्ट गोइंग ऑन अ ट्रायल एंड if everything is fine then I am going to put the collar. So it will take I think 1 or 2 3 days and till that time I think I will be I will be uploading this video. So I hope you have understood all the things in it. And so if you have any queries, if you have any design, please feel free to write or send me the image on the email address and we'll solve it for you. So keep watching and keep subscribing. Thank you very much.